We just go no, 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 no. No, we can't come close, come close. Got it for the low, 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 low. Waited for the 6, but it's going slow-mo. Yeah, don't
Hey
go,
Freebirds,
don't
so
go.
today is a
I just
really,
can't
really
come
special
close.
day. That is because I have somebody coming over and we're gonna chit chat, we're gonna talk, and there's a lot of secrets we're gonna share about the movie that I made, well, that we made, called La 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 Black Tar Road. So, without further ado, she's coming. Oh, hi. And then we look right into there. The Freebirds
Hi.
are in there.
Oh, they're in there?
They're in here.
Where?
Right in there. Hi!
Technology.
Don't mess. We're a mess in these freaking chairs. Cool. So, hi everybody. I am Amberdawnlee, and this is Noelle.
Messier. Hi. Can't
Yeah.
remember my last name.
Well, of course,
Yeah.
it starts with messy. So
Which I'm really not.
they're in stunned silence.
Did you? Oh, here's a.
They're in
Here's a
stunned
good
silence.
one.
Like,
Here's a good one. It's kind of an embarrassing one. So I did have a question about when I'm giving the guy the blowjob.
oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. She really
Somebody-
did have to do
Somebody
that.
thought it was real. No, no, but somebody thought it was real. He's like, "Was that real?" That looked really real, and I was
Yeah.
like, "No, that wasn't real." No,
Yeah,
that
like-
wasn't real.
You know, the thing about when you're making a film is like something may look real and it might look sexy. It might seem like they have like a real connection on the screen. The thing that you don't see is what's behind the scenes, like like a pile of lights, or we're in some location where we're not supposed to be watching out to see if anybody's going to catch us, or
Dissertation on how to best stand with your butt to the camera so that you look the best, because I'm not.
I was trying to
she's
teach
trying
her
to get me to
arch
straighten
her
my
ass. Wow.
Wait a minute, is that correct?
Is it? She became very involved in the production very early on, and I became very demanding, high maintenance diva.
Dangerous territory.
It's
Yeah, we don't talk
fine.
about this much. I think part of our chemistry, in a way, also meant that we pushed each other's buttons, like in a major way.
Right.
So, where she was very free, very crazy, I was trying to be very organized and trying to make sure we actually had
Yeah.
a film on the drive,
Which is funny because it should have been the opposite.
Yeah.
But I just think creatively and blah, and then I'm like, why isn't everybody working and figuring out what I want this to be? And everybody's like, wait, what are we supposed to?
Right.
This is crazy. And I had demanding expectations. I knew how to push buttons in all of the wrong ways too. But also as far as like behind the scenes too, Noelle and I had we have real feelings for each other because you just came out of a relationship and we just became very attached because we were working really hard together.
Right.
And I mean, so the love in the film is real. Definitely. I mean,
Yeah, we became very close very quickly.
and we really
It's
did.
not like we had an affair, but we had to just clarify that.
The affair was on the screen for all of you.
Yeah.
We both had a love for the project. We both have a love for these characters, and we both are really hard workers when it comes to our creativity. And Noelle wants to really understand where's the character coming from, and what are we really doing here. And I'm just like, let's focus on redoing this wall over here because that's funky looking. So but at the end you could tell, and I think you could feel that that love and the chaos behind the scenes. I think that came across on the screen as well.
Yeah, it's interesting because it maybe added an extra dimension to our characters, and I think in some ways it pushed me in a good direction because, Amber would just be like, okay, by the way, right before I'm about to do a scene, oh, Charlie just died.
I just changed the ending.
She just out of the I'm just gonna change it right now.
She's
Originally-
dead, and,
yeah.
and I need you to
Yeah.
really feel that.
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1, and go.
Go. Yeah. Yes.
She's like,
boom. But you know what? It's funny though, because when you're pressured like that, sometimes you just do shit. You know, and it's the same with that whole interview thing. I mean, that was completely off the cuff.
right.
And that, you know, was the same thing. It was just like, I'm just going to go with whatever. And I
there's
think
so
in
many-
some ways you gave me that freedom
The
to
permission,
not,
like-
yeah, to just be like, just do it.
Like, but
You
do
know?
do what you feel in this moment, because it will be really interesting to see what happens. And let's keep, you know, going from here. And we both knew what we wanted to get out of each of the scenes, and we worked, you know, really well with that, I think. And one thing I did notice that's really cool though in our movie, there's a shot in the beginning where Charlie, the character, is walking down the hill there, and that same shot is in La La Land of her.
Oh,
character
you know
walking
what?
down
I noticed that. I noticed that in La La Land.
I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my like millimeter away
Yep.
from like La La Land, and knowing that I am like going in the right direction. It is. It's
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of like
yeah.
a metaphor.
It's kinda cool.
Like a metaphor.
Yeah.
Like, oh look, I did that first actually.
Yeah. She
Ah.
copied it.
She copied me. Bob Franco stepped in and did a really great job with putting, you know,
Pulling
pulling
everything
the
together.
pieces together. And then we had Greg Russell, who is a 17-time nominated for an Academy Award sound designer, and he did the amazing sound on this. And he actually came into the project after seeing it and seeing the story and falling in love with it from the drug recovery side of things. You ready to make another movie? Let's talk about
and that
that
was
and her new
super
hair.
hard.
Her new hair.
Oh, yeah, that's
Did
that's how
anybody
this-
notice?
that's it. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
It feels
it's very
so
soft.
good, though. It's like you just
and I
wanna,
can
like-
let you touch my head now because I don't care if you're messing my hair.
I liked messing up her hair anyway,
Yeah,
though.
but you can't now. So.
Yeah, tell us about your film that you're doing now.
So that it's based on a script. Actually, I might have told you about that. I wrote a couple of years. No, maybe 6-7 years ago.
Let's not
Whatever
even
it was.
say how long.
Time just flies.
Time flies here.
Time flies.
Which
Yes.
is why it's time to make another movie quickly.
Yeah.
Like,
but
gets
but
scary.
basically, this piece, I just wanted to do a short little piece with something that I kind of wanted to express.
Pre-production, post-production, not so much. The actual shooting of the project is where the magic's at, and it's like those little bits of magic that you get from shooting the project, and that little bit of magic that you get from hearing back from people who have experienced the film and who have connected with it and who love it. Those are the things that feed us as artists, because there's a lot of work and a lot of things that you don't see on the screen. A lot of fighting like cats.
Exactly.
Yeah. But out of it, we made some amazing friendships. We have friends in this film that are friends for life. Noelle and I are certainly going to be friends for life. I'm always going to try to include her in everything, big that I do. And small, like even this YouTube, I wanted to include you in that. So, yeah.
Appreciate that. And we totally avoided talking about the sex scenes. Did you
Go
know
ahead. Yeah, back to the sex. I had no problem with the sex scenes at all. It was completely fine with me. My biggest concern with the sex scenes were the unflattering shots as well, because our
that's right.
characters we're not in like a place where they're like going to the gym and tanning and looking great. They're like out of my character, she's out of shape, she's using drugs, she's eating crap, and I wanted to look good when I knew that I didn't need to look good or should not look good, which was hard. So, but the more we filmed, the more comfortable I became with what I showed. However, you will notice in the film that I am only topless in the film, and then I had her go completely nude because I thought that would be the better way to go.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
She went nude.
Yeah, and
I
she was
did
like,
it.
"Oh, I have to cover this part up. Oh no, you can't see this part.
Let's go ahead.
Oh, but you take off your clothes.
Like, she's go naked. Okay, we're gonna all be naked and take
We're
everything
gonna
off.
look
Okay,
at
ready
the
to
dimples on the
we're
back
ready
of
to
your
shoot,
thighs.
and I'm start hiding behind. Okay.
Yeah, but go ahead. Yeah. I think, though, the nice thing about it is that because we did have a certain amount of chemistry when we got into the sex scenes, we just kind of forgot about everything else. And I think that helped. And because it wasn't scripted, we just kind of went for it. Tricky because I would tend to try to take the lead because I'm gay. You know what I mean?
And I'm not.
Right. Even though, but we didn't want to totally do that because we wanted her character
To be more dominant.
So that was always, we kind of, well, we talked about this.
I know, and I always would end up on the bottom and then still be the girl.
We completely cast it against type. Well,
Right, opposite of type.
Yeah, which I think was actually an interesting dynamic. But in
Yeah.
a way, I think it worked too because the way I justified it was, that was Heather coming into her own. Mm-hmm. So, that was okay.
And you
for
can see her
to
Yeah, and you can
get
see
that
her
feeling.
growth too, even in just her clothing too. You'll notice in a lot of the earlier shots, you were dressed a lot more feminine.
Right.
And then, as you...
Not my choice.
Not her choice, but we put her in
No, the
some
character.
pearl earrings
Character.
and a couple of skirts. Little makeup at first, and then, the progression of the drugs and the progression of just not caring about anything. She just was like, stripped down.
She could have been bold.
Yeah, she could have even... What was one of your favorite
Would have been
scenes in the
interesting.
movie? What's your favorite scene?
That's a difficult one. You might need to start with that, and I have to think about that.
I think visually, there's some things that I think are just really beautiful. Like the view of our characters in the kitchen doing dishes from behind.
Oh, yeah, I like that scene.
Like I just love the way that looks.
Yeah, I do love
visually,
that scene too.
just
Yeah.
with them standing there and.
Yeah, I also like that scene is like one of their few sort of quiet moments. Mm-hmm. That scene and that bathtub scene too. Like those are the moments where you actually, I think, see a little more connection between the characters other than just the sex parts.
Yeah, and I like the stuff where we were in the bathtub too, because Noelle and I were
so
having
fun.
so much fun that day that probably everything you saw was not scripted, because we were just like, rocking the boat.
Oh yeah, the outtakes. Yeah. Oh, that was so funny. The entire bathroom was covered with water, and I swear to yeah, we did get coffee.
We're gonna go support Starbucks.
Okay.
Get it? Okay, thanks you guys. If you want to see more of these kinds of videos,
Send us money to make a movie.
yeah, send us money to make a movie. There you go. Subscribe and catch the Amber vibe and all of that. Close in on Noelle. Any parting words?
Parting words. No, other than, I mean, this was a really cool experience, and I'm glad that I had an opportunity to do it. And,
That's the best movie ever.
you just gotta, just go for it if you want to do that kind of thing. Have fun.
Wait, where is it? Peace.
Going slow mo, yeah. Don't go. I just can't come close. I'm looking for the local. No, I don't wanna postpone. Yeah, whip it, flip it. I just wanna get it.